Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I have to keep my voice a little bit down because my youngest is napping. And also Puppy is napping in his crate and then anyway, I never normally film in my bedroom. Spoke too soon, literally the puppy is now woken up. As soon as I started talking, ruff, 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 ruff. Not everyone has a community tab. Everyone has, you know, it's set, and I did actually get I've actually got quite a few comments now saying, hey, where did your last video go on Alicia? And I'm just I'll flag up my community tab post and then I'll just go into a little bit more detail. I'm not gonna go into details of what I discussed last night, because obviously that would be like, why did you delete the video if that's just what you're gonna do? I just want to talk about it from my perspective, and I'm sure I'm gonna have a lot of people saying like, oh well, you should stand by what you make and all of this kind of stuff, and I just want to get just try in my quite scattered brain to just give a reasoning, I suppose. I basically did a video on this post that was made by the biological mum of one of the kids, and it was basically saying, in a nutshell, without going into detail, you know, that the child didn't live in the home anymore. And since I made that video, I was actually sent more screenshots from that exact post. I was then told it was set to friends of friends, and so in my head I was like, and I could see it was a recent thing, so I'm just a bit like, yeah, like this is a thing, like this is crazy, why is she not addressing it? I'd read the DCP's community tab. I was iffy on whether or not running away, that I never said that, but that's something he said. I watched Brit's video because she said it was really concrete, and then I then saw things. I was like, oh, this is like, how come she's not addressing this? This is crazy. And then I just wanted to kind of go into a view of it where I was like responding to what's already been put out. At the time, I'm not quite sure what was going on through my head. I just thought like she's hiding something. Like I felt like because it was already out there that it was then safe for me to comment on, you know, because everyone was already talking about it. I thought like I covered them a lot, so I thought let's just do it. And there was always like a part of me that was kind of thinking like, you know, I think quite selfishly I wasn't thinking about it from an element of it being like, oh, is the child gonna see this? I was just sort of just like, well, she's obviously in a really, really bad space and she probably wants the support of knowing that that's okay. And that was like my weird twisted view on that side of it. And in hindsight, I maybe should have waited a day or two and then marinated it in my brain rather than just going, yeah, I still believe that the post was genuine. You know, I've been sent things and I've been saying, you know, I still think the post is genuine. However, because I was umming and ahhing about it actually last night, and I was a bit like, oh, this feels like a bit of a grey area. This is too private. I really don't feel like I should be discussing this at all because it's not like public common knowledge. This morning I then woke up at about 5 a.m. I like got woken up, Puppy needed to go out, and I was like, okay, check my phone, and then people had then sent me Not Enough Housewife did like a community tab post basically saying that, you know, that this whole situation's crap and that people shouldn't be discussing this kind of thing, and that in itself it made me think, but then again I'd already read other comments that kind of made me, this is why I was so iffy. I was a bit like, oh no, I was iffy after I even posted it, and that should have really been my warning sign. I then read this comment from Alicia, and what I have noticed actually is that she never addresses things like on her own community tab or even make a video. She'll always go and comment on the people's posts who don't like people who speak out against family vloggers, and I've noticed that a few times. And she did this post and she was like, you know, I can't believe this rumor, and you know, there are like, don't get me wrong, this whole thing could be true. It could be true. I'm not going to sit here and be like, no, it's not. Like, the reason why I took it down is because now I believe that it is not true. It could very well be true. However, it was the comment back from Alicia made me suddenly realise, and I don't know why I suddenly realised it at that moment. I was like, shit, yeah, my video is not going to be helping this. Even if it is true, how is that helping the situation? If it's not true, then I'm just probably making this girl feel like utter crap, if that makes any sense. And I was like, privated. And bearing in mind that this video shot up, like this video came out and it was gaining like 500 views every hour, like it was, and it kept on going even at 5, and I still went, no, like I can't put this out. And this isn't meaning to say like oh, like she's taken money and run. It's not that. Like, it would have grown to be quite a big video, and I still went, yeah, no, I'm not going to keep this up, because whether like there are definitely some things which are iffy. There are, and I'm not talking about the girl anymore. I'm not, because that's not what it's about. I mean, not from Alicia's perspective. You know, she was deleting comments. She hasn't addressed it publicly. She's sort of just, you know, there are things that she's done, and we do know that she does lie about a lot of things. So, you know, this whole thing could turn out to be, yeah, whatever. But the reason why I deleted it is because I just had this hunch, and I was like, I saw the comments back from Alicia, and I was like, this is too like real life. This is like actually going to affect directly one singular child. And I felt, yeah, I think like in the future, and I apologize for that. I do. I apologize, and I said that on my community tab. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna. Yeah, there's some people that say, oh, you shouldn't have deleted it, like you should have kept it up and this and that. But it's not so much the perception of how other people will feel about me sharing that information. It's about how the children will feel about sharing that information, how the biological mum feels about having that information out. And I'm sorry, I should have at the time, I don't know what was running through my head, or maybe I should have, you know. So that's just what my video is just about, you know. I want to always stick to like kerfuffles and things like that, because it's stuff that I can see, and I did get a weird vibe about it. And in future, I'm just not, because at the end of the day, like the people that are gonna suffer the most with this kind of information being out is going to be the child and the children and things. And you know, if Alicia turns around and does a whole video saying so and so's left, or says no, this isn't true, yeah, 100% I will address it. I'll make a video if she addresses it, or you know, or if it's become public knowledge, I will mention it. But my mistake was kind of going with something, running, and then not really using my adult brain and being like, well, I want to try and protect children's like privacy, and what am I doing? I'm just like flagging shit up. And some people may not agree with it. This doesn't mean that I believe either way, because there's weirdness on both accounts, like don't get me wrong. Just don't want my channel to go down this like rumor mill, and I felt like that was veering on it. And I'm, you know, sorry, I'm trying to get him to stop biting. I'm sorry, like I really am sorry, because I always like prided my channel just being this place where like we could come and have some videos that are more light-hearted, have a bit of a laugh, try and make a spin on it. And then other times being more like, no, like I'm recording a video tonight and you guys are going to be like brand new people, you guys are going to be like, what the hell, that's a more serious topic, and mixing it up. And I just felt like that was just so out of what I normally do, and it even surprised me. And then I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing with your life? Like, you're just gonna get like just you know. But like I say, if she comes out with anything that is concrete, if she comes out with an actual statement, I will of course address it. Or a silly doggy. Can you believe he's only 5 months old? He's literally like a monster. He's still got the really saggy face. Did mummy make a mistake yesterday? Did she make a mistake? That's like the only video that I've ever like actually taken down straight away, because I realised that I overstepped the boundary. And if I overstepped my own personal boundary, and that's all I'm really gonna say much more on the matter, because I just thought, yeah. But anyway, I thought I'd say that just now. I post just not actually that often on my community tab, but there's like a setting you can go onto to make sure that you see. Sorry, we went to a trampoline park today, so I've got like everyone's bands on my wrist. Anyway, I am going to come back to you tomorrow with a video, because I need to do a voiceover today because I've got my kids with me. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I'll catch up with you guys in the next video.